How's everybody doing today? We are looking at our short vowels again, lesson number 4. So your page should look like this. We're looking inside of our reading book. Okay, so this is the workbook we're practicing in. And what I need you to do is make sure that you're ready to review those short vowel sounds. All of those short vowel sounds are so important. They are super important because we use short vowels most of the time when we are reading our words. So we really need to read the right short vowels. So I am going to write some short vowels at the tippy top of the page here to remind you. A says ah, like at the beginning of the word apple. If you stretch the word out slow, you hear ah, apple. E says eh, like at the beginning of the word egg. Eh, eh, egg. Just like eh, elephant. Eh, that's the sound E. The short vowel sound I says I. Like if you're reaching for something high on the top shelf and you make that noise, it just pops out of your mouth. I. I can't reach it. I. It's the other sound you make when you have a itch and you go itch. I. The letter O says ah, like the octopus. And the letter U says like when a ball hits you in the stomach and all the air goes pushing out of your mouth and you say or if you say up. Babies are very good at the sound because they say up. Umbrella also makes that sound. The trickiest sounds in English are the I. But you can do it, so keep practicing. All right, let's get started on writing some words. Do you notice here in lesson 4, we're not tracing words anymore. We're going to have to do some thinking. Trace or write the word that rhymes with the first. Use the pictures as hints. I reviewed those vowel sounds. We're going to need them. Tag on bag. Do you see the bag? Do you see the tag? We are making some silly sentences today. B, a, g. These are really just phrases. They're not real sentences. Tag on bag. All right, do you see the net on the pet? Listen to the phrase, net on pet. P, t. I am going to read these silly pictures to you and talk to you about what each one is. And then I'm going to let you stretch those words out all by yourself. So let me tell you what this is. This is a hen. A hen is another word for a girl chicken. Hen. And the hen is standing on a ballpoint pen. Pen. So our phrase is hen on pen. This is a safety pin. Pin. Do you hear the difference? In. Pin, pen. Pin, pen. They are different words because we change that vowel in the middle. The pin is on a tin can. Have you ever seen a tin can with a lid on it? Sometimes you can get some lip balm or some candies in a little tin, and it's made of a metal called tin. So pin on tin. Make sure you're getting the correct vowel there. The hog. Hog is another word for pig. Hog on log. It might look like a stick, but it's really big and fat, so it needs to be a log, like you put in a fire. Hog on log. This is a teeny tiny submarine in the bathtub. Sub in tub. All right, I've read what the word should be. You use your vowel sounds and you write all the correct words on the lines. Pause the video and then you can check your work. So your work should look like this so far. Tag on bag, net on pet, hen on pen, pin on tin, hog on log, sub in tub. Alrighty. If your work looks like mine, you're ready to move on to part 2. Here we go, part 2. Finish each word based on the pictures below. So our job is to write words in these boxes, looking at these pictures to make it match. So some of these we may have seen before, some not. I am going to say each one for you so that you can finish writing all the words. Here's the example. They showed you a picture of a bat, and then they show you that it's a B sound that you need to add to make the word bat, because there's 3 sounds in that word. Remember, this is the dog, but instead of saying dog, we're supposed to think of how fat it is, and so we say fat, bat, and fat. Are you noticing rhymes? Okay, let me tell you what each of the words are. Listen carefully. Peg, peg. Do you hear what sound's missing? Here's the dog. He's asking for food. We call that a beg. Peg, beg. Do you see the red arrow pointing to the dorsal fin? Fin. Do you hear the sound I'm saying? Fin. That's the one where the teeth sit on the lips. This is a recycle bin. Bin. So they gave you the B sound because they knew that would be tricky to know it was a bin. This is the fog. Fog. And this is a hog. Remember our hog on log? This is a pot. A big cooking pot. Pot. That red arrow is pointing to the blue dot. Dot. Sun. And this is supposed to be a hamburger bun. So they gave you that sound too, just to help you out. Some of those, they know they're tricky, so they let you trace the tricky ones. So the easy ones, you have to think about that letter and write it. I told you all the words, so I hope you can write all those sounds. Pause the video and finish, and then you can check your work at the end. All right, your work should look like this right now. You have bat, fat, peg, beg, fin, bin, fog, hog, pot, dot, sun, bun. These 2 may have been tricky, remembering that the P sits on the imaginary line, so the tail has to go under the line, and the D, I'll draw a new imaginary line, the D pulls back and around, up to the sky and down to the ground. So that way it's on the same imaginary line with the other letters. So we're always putting our letters on imaginary lines. Look at how my P comes down. Look at how my H goes up. Look at how my F starts at the top. So we're always thinking about that. If your work looks like mine, let's move on to 3. If not, pause it, fix it, and make it so it's the same. Number 3, trace or write the correct vowels to finish each pair of words below. What are the vowels? Do you remember? A, E, I, O, and U. And the vowel sounds are a, e, I, a, e. A, e, I, a, e. A, e, I, ah, All right, now you can see them all. So those are our 5 vowels. This is what we're choosing from to finish these words. Let's do one together. We have the bag. They gave you the A, so all you have to do is write it. B-ag. Bag. The arrow is pointing at the big robot. B-I-G. Look at how we change the vowel and we get a new word. Bag, big. Do you see the difference? Remember when we had beg? We changed the vowel again to an sound to get beg. So we can change that vowel and make a new word. Let's try the next one together and then you'll finish the rest by yourself. So the boy is patting the dog. Pat. P-a-t. The red arrow is pointing at the peach pit. Pit. P-I-T. Pit. Then we have the cat and cut. Fan and fun. Leg, log. Rib, rub. Try to make all of those matches and change those middle vowels. Then check your work when you're done. So pause the video now and check it when you're done. So your work should look something like this. Read the words with me. Bag, big. Pat, pit. Cat, cut. Fan, fun. Leg, log. Rib, rub. When section 3 looks like this, you're ready to move on to section 4. In this section, we need to connect each word to the correct picture below. Here's our pictures. Do you see the letters? A, B, C, D, E, F, and G. They need to connect with hat, hit, dig, log, cut, bad, web. I'm going to do hat for you. Number 1 connects to letter C because hat matches the picture of the hat. Pause the video, finish all of them, and then check your work. All right, check your work. See how you did. Hat, hat. Hit, hit the ball. Dig, dig. Log, log. Cut, cut. Bad, bad. Web, web. When your work looks like mine, make sure you put the date at the top, the month, the day, the year, and write your name to make it beautiful. If you did all of that, you get yourself 100%. So we can put a 100 smiley face right here saying, yay, we did it, 100%. Good job, everybody. Let's continue on to the next lesson whenever